This is The Grip by the Plenteous Life. Survival is selfish when you're made to multiply. Welcome back to The Grip. I'm Becky Henderson, founder and principal coach of the Plenteous Life. Barely getting by doesn't serve you, and it doesn't serve your mission. A woman once hosted a party. Fearing there wouldn't be enough food, she cooked double. And by the end of the night, every guest was well fed, and the table was still full. At first, she thought all the leftovers would certainly go to waste. But then, to her delight, something began to happen. Guests packed plates for families. A neighbor who couldn't attend got a meal. And her lunch for tomorrow? It was already waiting. What remained wasn't just extra. It was future provision. I've lived the exact opposite of this scenario. Seasons where survival ruled every decision, choosing between rent or groceries, clenching tightly to what I had because there was never enough, and it was exhausting. But I reached a point where barely getting by became unacceptable, intolerable. I wanted to create more than enough to live well and to serve well. Enough time, money, energy, and love to give beyond myself. Enough to satisfy today and supply tomorrow. This is the essence of the Plenteous Life. More than enough, nothing missing, and never too much. And today in The Grip, we're exploring how leaders who embrace intentional overflow stop scrambling for survival and start mastering their capacity to multiply what matters. Let's dive in. A life of leftovers. The nature of life is to multiply, and we see it everywhere. A small seed yields a harvest containing millions more seeds. A single conversation sparks 5 new ideas. One investment produces a 100x return. It's the same phenomenon that inspired the Plenteous Life. Plenteous draws from the ancient Hebrew word yatar, which means to remain over, to make plenteous, to exceed what is needed, to have leftovers. It speaks of more than meeting today's needs. It's about generating a surplus that serves others and seeds the future. It's intentional multiplication. This isn't reckless excess or endless accumulation. It's purposeful overflow, the kind that expands impact and sustains growth. Operating from just enough traps you in scarcity and strain, but creating more than enough builds capacity for generosity as well as peace of mind. It resources others. It prepares you for the seasons ahead. This is the rhythm of abundance. When leaders embrace the commitment to multiply, they stop clutching resources in fear. They don't just satisfy the moment, they create enough left over to supply what's next. 7 disciplines for more than enough. At the Plenteous Life, overflow isn't an accident. It's created through 7 purposeful disciplines. Number 1, intentionality. Consciously know and choose what you want. Number 2, beingness. Generate new possibility and space for what you want. Number 3, aliveness. Cultivate what you want internally. Make it come fully alive on the inside. Number 4, language. Speak and perceive in alignment with what you want. Number 5, integrity. Act in alignment with what you want. Number 6, unreasonableness. Eliminate the reasons that stop what you want. And number 7, responsibility. Materialize what you want. Every issue of The Grip helps you master these disciplines so you can generate more than enough of what matters to you in every dimension of your life and leadership. More than enough is who you are. Surviving is necessary in crisis, but remaining in survival mode, it's excruciating long term. Barely enough is never enough when you're here to serve others greatly. You weren't made to simply get by. You were made to multiply. When you shift from a survivor identity to a multiplier identity, everything changes. Survivors react. Multipliers prepare. Survivors consume to maintain. Multipliers invest to grow. Survivors fear lack. Multipliers create overflow. Being a multiplier will have you preparing for crisis long before it hits, so that even when crisis comes, you'll remain in a state of plenty, continuing to thrive while the rest of the world is falling apart. And you will serve rather than survive through every season. The world desperately needs more leaders who multiply. This isn't about sudden material wealth. It's about a way of being that inherently creates and sustains plenty as your natural expression. When you live from who I am multiplies, your choices shift. You stop spending resources, you start investing them. You stop hoarding energy, you let it circulate and renew. You stop shrinking your vision to fit your limits. You expand capacity to match your mission. Multiplication becomes your norm. And in that space, you create plenty without waste, fullness without overwhelm, and accumulation without greed. There is intention and purpose for the abundance you generate. It is always to serve yourself and others beyond today. More Than Enough is about a life and mission bigger than your survival. It's the call to live in the fullness of who you were designed to be, a source of overflow for others. You were made to multiply. You were made to create more than enough, not just to thrive, but to empower others to thrive with you. So ask yourself, what would shift if I stopped surviving for myself and started intentionally multiplying for others? I'd love to hear your answer. Please let me know in the comments. Keep creating. This has been another issue of The Grip. From all of us at the Plenteous Life, may you prosper in every way.